Hey, it's Keith. What's up? 53-year-old raw vegan coming at you. It's the new moon. I got my list of wishes going, and I realized I needed to do this to tell you about the Samhain. I say the word wrong. Samhain. I've been saying it. It's Samhain is the right way to say it. Spelled funny. Don't ask me why. But anyways, I guess I am teaching in this one. I did want to, I'm somebody that does manifest. I've manifested everything I've ever wanted in my life. Everything. And so I guess in this sense, on this video, I am teaching. So I thought for the sake of the people in Europe and Asia, and there are a few of you that are over there that are into me. I needed to get this up tonight. I was really thinking I was going to do it in the morning. I'm probably going to do another video in the morning. So basically, I'm putting a bunch of wishes in a jar, and I'm really fussing over these wishes and trying to make them really detailed. I'm actually going in here into my magic space to, in my sleeping space, to get the jar that, or probably the jar I'm going to do that in is that one there. I'll clean it out or something. And I have a bunch of old, for example, there's an old candle that I burned there that has a wish on it from, I don't even know what's in there. That's going in the jar. And then right there is some old residue from some stuff that I did. I left that alone, and I'm just going to clean all the dust of that out there and put that inside the spell jar. And anyways, so I'm just talking about that. So I'm going to write all these wishes out. I've been getting more detailed, going over and over this. I'm working on a second list now, probably third list actually. So everything's going to go in that jar. Some of the things I'm going to put in the jar are oak leaves, acorns, and sprouting seeds, of course. That's become fundamental in my life, and I just see that as that's where I entered into the whole raw foodism and this radical, crazy, idealistic, amazing hermit lifestyle that I've chosen on myself. It's one thing to be vegan, it's another thing to be a raw vegan, and it's another thing yet to be sproutarian. So, the fact that I'm growing these little seeds from nothing in my house and eating those as food, and good Lord, I've done all kinds of stuff with that. I've put crystals inside there. Not always fond of that, because sometimes I forget about them. And then I'm also doing the knot magic, which I was going to go in there. I should have gotten that. I take strings. I have to go to the DMV tomorrow to get my my registration done, and I'm going to take a string with me, and I sit there and I tie knots obsessively and focus. I'll focus all the things on this list and think of all of those knots and stuff. That whole string of knots will go inside of here, along with some crystals and some rocks and all that stuff. And then I'm just telling you this so you can get yours done if you want to do it, because I need to tell you ahead of time. And that's another thing I'm focused on never I have been in my life, is that's knowing that these days are coming up. I'm really in synchronization with the cosmos, of really being a magic person. And whatever way I wind up doing that, I'll be reporting this late tomorrow night. I'm really tired now. Oh, that was a thing that I really needed to do. I realized I needed to get on my list that I just thought about tonight, is I need to be really tidy and fussy about being tidy and organized. And I used to kind of be that way when I was younger, and for whatever reason, I just realized that that one needs to be on the top of my list, because that's what I'm really trying to do, is getting, there's so many cool and awesome things about my life, but the one thing that's really not, well, I guess what I'm looking for is I'm looking to get that all organized, from day to day, just what do I do? And it's It's easy enough when you say you're a really inspired person. I'm very right brain. It's very hard for me to be very tidy, and I've like really fed into that right brainness. A lot of people that are very right brain wind up getting that chased out of them. It's just like the time we're in right now, the Scorpio. Those are very deep people that are very deep and intense, and they wind up going in the opposite direction because the world doesn't allow for that sort of deep emotional stuff. And yeah, a lot of people that are born to be right brain, to be amazing artists, almost go in an opposite direction. So I haven't. But that being said, so I always have had said this thing, mess on the outside, mess on the inside. So I seek to be way more organized. So a big magic I'm going to do in this year is being really tidy. And that's enough now. All I wanted to tell you is this jar is getting buried in the ground. And I'm just doing this as like a interim video between the wish list that I did last night. And so, you know, acorns and sprouting seeds and crystals and old remnants of magic spells and whatever you want is going in there with all my very organized, very specific list of wishes is going and getting buried in the ground in my backyard. And the other one, and I know where it's at because I left a marker there, is getting unearthed, and I'm going to go through that and see what's in there. And not sure, you know, what I'll do with that. But anyways, hey, it's Keith. That's enough for now. I'm Live Rockstar on Instagram, on Facebook, on this channel. I have a fuckload of Tumblr feeds. Sometime I'll get my drop-down links way more completed. I really love keeping lists, and just these new moon lists that I do these all the time. This book is full of lists. This is the one I was showing you last night. Full of stuff, like, geez. Lists of gear that I want to buy. Prayers. You know, so important to do all this stuff. So, anyways, yeah, and I keep a lot of digital stuff too. I take a lot of pictures. My camera is full. I have 128 gigs, and oh my god. Anyways, it's Keith, Live Rockstar. I'll see you later. Support me by supporting my music, links in the drop down. And there'll be another video up tomorrow of me actually doing the jar. And so I'm just doing this one for all the people in Europe. I know there's like a 9-hour difference, and whatever. Just help me get more organized. Help me get more organized. Connect with y'all. Alright, bright blessings. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.